Good morning. I'm 2 News anchor Naomi Kitt live at the Tulsa Public Schools bus barn this morning. We've already seen a few buses head out to pick up some of the 34,000 students that TPS has for school this morning. So I learned this morning that there are 12 new buses, and when I talked with the superintendent a week ago, they were down about 7 full-time bus drivers. They were working to get those positions filled quickly, but I did sit down with the superintendent to talk about some of the other shortages and changes they're seeing for this new school year. As the first bell rings at Tulsa Public Schools, a little more than 30 teacher positions still need to be filled. It's about 1% of the need. But when I sat down with the district superintendent, Dr. Ebony Johnson, she told me it's a major improvement from this time last year.
This same time last year, we don't hide information. We just tell it. We had about 140-something vacancies.
She says they've worked diligently to identify the reasons teachers weren't coming back, they were choosing other districts, or leaving the profession altogether.
We've created strategy around those areas that we are identifying, and we're going to do everything we can to, as we recruit a bunch of folks, keep them.
And even with those open jobs, Dr. Johnson says every TPS student will have an adult in the classroom on the first day of school.
Everyone's getting geared up, and so it's just a lot of work to do that, and it's all for our students to have an amazing start of school.
A big push for the 25-26 school year is community engagement. Dr. Johnson tells me after the deadly shooting on Greenwood during Juneteenth, they came together as a district to help support students. That's why they've launched the One Team Ambassador program, brand new this year.
If they are in our care, if they are in our 4 walls, then we have a responsibility to do what we can.
They're ramping up the call for volunteers both before and after school, during lunch, and even during extracurricular activities.
We've just decided that that's one of the ways in which we can really bring our community in and say, we want you in, we need you in, it's going to take all of us.
And Dr. Johnson says the whole goal is student success. It's the reason they're cracking down on chronic absenteeism, prioritizing funding, and enforcing the bell-to-bell, no-cell policy.
Academics matter, so much so we don't want you to be distracted.
And I had a really interesting conversation with Dr. Johnson about how the district is utilizing artificial intelligence in the classroom. I'm putting together that story for you coming up at 6 o'clock. And Julie, it's not just us here at TPS who are starting school this morning. We also have our live reporters out in Claremore and Sand Springs too.
Yeah, we have live team coverage all morning long. By the way, I was looking at the TPS Facebook page this morning. There are some great words of encouragement from the educators. So if there are any parents who have kiddos with those first day jitters, might be helpful to log on there and to watch that. And we want to give a little shout out to a proud TPS grandpa who's behind the camera with you this morning, Naomi. Yeah, right?
Absolutely. Gary Griggs is a TPS grandparent. We're actually heading over to the elementary school later this morning where his grandkids go. So it's going to be an exciting first day of school.